Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Okay, here I am. Hi guys, Seventh Noise, Body Illusion. How are you guys doing? Uh, I got this room too hot. No, oh, where did I put the thing? I printed out little pieces of paper. Well, because I gotta go to town tomorrow. So I have to cut these up. And these are probably backwards, aren't they? Hold on. How do I do this so I can... Can you read it this way now? Let's see. I got to find my little paper cutter thing and cut all these out. I know I don't have enough to pieces made, but I got a few pieces. So when I drop stuff, go to different grocery stores, I can, kind of set this in the cereal aisle, the baking aisle. Where's the next page? I don't think I'm gonna stick it in the meat aisle or deli, but yeah, I think that's the last of it. Yeah. Whew, that's gonna work nice right now. Hey Sandy, Todd. Todd, I hope you get some good rest, hon. You really need to. Yeah, that's good. Get some rest. I'm glad you're home. This feels so. I gotta switch it back to the other way. Okay. Okay, that feels a little more normal. It's like looking behind me where I know everything's at. Here, y'all say hi to each other real quickly. The cat wants in. I didn't think to bring her in. All righty. The gray one is in. The black and white one is not. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sweating like crazy. But yet I haven't done a whole lot. I got to get stuff put up into that cupboard before and get this all wrapped up because this is only going to be a quick live. Get that all wrapped up before I have to sit here for my cardiologist appointment. But I wanted to show you those little papers. And then I made little diamond shapes out of resin. Then I'm going to take like the little pieces of paper. They're cardstock. The printer does not like the cardstock much. And just tape it to them. Just stick it. It's small enough you can just stick it on a shelf. And most people won't even notice it. Then I did a couple in gold. I added really fine, you can see glitter. If I get the light to look at it. Fuck, I gotta remember where the camera is. There's a little tiny bit of glitter. Most of the glitter is pretty much at the bottom. You see it just a little. Especially on this gray one. This is supposed to be silver. You can really kind of see it at the bottom. So It's something to do with leftover resin. And then I have a mold that I can do like a little tiny heart. And so I can do a couple of those. And those two, it's so weird. I'm not looking at where the camera is. I'm looking at trying to myself, and it's not. All right, come on. Come on. It probably won't get into focus. It's not liking it. But yeah, they're little hearts. And like I can tape, say, really small, raise your vibration to this, or say you are loved to this, just tape it to the bottom and set it in the shelf. So it doesn't go to, all that resin doesn't go to waste, or like I did the other day, take it to the floor because it fell out of the garbage can because it had been too cold for me to go outside and take out the garbage. So I got it up. These guys, I like the color combination. I gotta polish them. I got a little carried away with I was afraid they were going to stick because this was an order. I was afraid they were going to stick. So I got a little carried away with the mold release. So, but from far away, you really can't see that they've got a finished setting up at the bottom, that it's got little lines. But if you're close up in the light, come on, light. Come on, cat hair. Come off of there. There's little lines on the side. Come on. Work with me here. Well, where they get around that top off a little bit. The layers of the resin. It's kind of tough because I had to leave for a couple of days in the middle of this, so I didn't get a lot smoother pour like I did here at the bottom than I did at the top. I may redo this, and I'm gonna send her the green one, but I'm gonna redo the green one for you for free because I'm just not happy with it. But the purple came out good. This is really similar to what I made for you guys. All saw Wages. So the little wrapped crystal at the top. Oops. It also looks like the crystal came out of when I poured it. And then blue. So you can see kind of the layers. I'm going to polish it up and hopefully some of that'll go away. I don't know. But when I put my thing up on TikTok, I said, they're not going to be perfect. I'm not a manufacturing machine. This is just, I'm doing something that still has the proper layers, to help protect. And hey, Kristen, how are you? Oh yeah, these go to Minnesota, but the bottom has got to finish curing so then I can polish it better. But yeah, that's what I've been doing lately, just to keep myself busy. And I learned not to overdo the spray. I probably have enough spray in there now. I can do another pyramid and it won't stick either. But this puppy, I did this one on the plastic mold. This puppy needs a home, and this puppy has my fingerprints all over it. It needs to be polished. But it needs to be finished and needs a home. So I like the blue purple with the turquoise on it. But yeah, I got to polish it up a bit as I can see where I've touched it because it's not quite cured. But yeah, so I'm helping to keep my sanity. So this is going to be not too terribly long. So I got to get that put back up there, so it's not there for my meeting, my doctor's appointment via this thing. So that's going to be fun. Hopefully it goes better than the last one, and I can just voice record the appointment. The last one, it was, hey, Chew. Hey, Sandy. The last one was, the visual was here with this camera, but the sound was with my phone. So they just called and went over my medication. So I said, yeah, I still take all of that. It's no, so it's, and then it should be somewhat good news. Like I said, my report said my heart was healthy. My heart is really healthy, which is good, other than the irregular heartbeat. Thank you, Pfizer, for a wonderful drug that took my fibromyalgia pain away and ruined my heart. But yeah, sit there and cut all those little papers up and put them in a Ziploc because that printer didn't like the cardstock. I think next time, because I thought, okay, break out cardstock if a person wants to keep the little thing like a Chinese fortune cookie. Cardstock's a little bit better than regular paper. So hopefully, I'm gonna get these off of here before I drop them. 1, 2, 3, 4. But far away, you can't really tell that there's anything. You can't see the ridges or anything. And if it sits on a bookshelf or a shelf up high, no one's gonna see it. But hopefully they just put it by their computer. But I gotta find a home for that one. So I think I'm gonna try and holler if you guys want it. Just PayPal me $25 and an address. Because that'll take care of shipping too. Yeah. The one with the aquarium. Oh, the blues or the blue and purples? Thank you, buddy. Yeah, they are really, really pretty, and the colors came out nice. I just got to work on it. So I got to figure out. I want to make one and sell it. Well, I might have to make two because I got to make one for me. Though I don't know where the hell I'm gonna put it. I'm running out of room. I'm gonna call it Terra because it'll be brown, light brown for dirt, green for grass, blue for sky, yellow for sun. So with the blue. Oh, okay. If you want it, yeah, just comment or whatever. And yeah, that came out really pretty. I saved one for me too. The better one I'm getting rid of. The one that has all the lines. I'm just gonna put on my shelf here because they work. You should see the one I have in with my dishes, my pots and pans. I actually dropped it trying to get it out, and so it's cracked on top, but it's still got the proper layers, and don't like it anyway. It just didn't come out very good. But I don't think I put enough pigment in for the red, so it's like a pale red, which shines up to the bottom and a green on top. It looks like a tomato. So I just, if it can do its magic in with my pots and pans, no one has to look at it. But yeah, it looks like a tomato. I mean, I want to try something I did. Somehow I made by accident, don't know what I did, made the top part separate. I mean, they were all in the same mold, but when I pulled them out, they came out in two pieces. So I don't know where the top piece is. So now I just have a flat pyramid that looks more like a ziggurat. So but I want to figure out how I did that because that's really cool. I mean, because when I'm pretty sure the top piece have knocked it right behind the computer armoire. which doesn't have a computer in it, just a printer. Because you could sit it on the shelf, and then you could turn that top of the pyramid so you had the four sides, but then you turned the top one so you had a little peak, the top peak on each of the four sides. It was kind of cool. So, but I'm just trying to keep busy, just trying to keep busy so the brain just doesn't have too much time to think. So, a week next week should be, hopefully, cross your fingers, with nothing. But then the 25th, I got to go over to see the plastic surgeon, and I'm just doing that in a day. That's my goal, is to do it back in a day. I have no clue what Thanksgiving's going to bring. It's Saturday at the farm, so, and my sister-in-law, my niece, isn't going to be there to help her do most. She likes, they get snockered, and you cook the potatoes and the turkey and everything. So this just maybe a tamale and pizza Thanksgiving. So, because I don't blame her for wanting to take a newborn. Jack is maybe 3 weeks old, over that pass and the risk getting stuck in the snow. So I don't blame her at all. And then daughter was just here with her rental car, dropping off her car because she got into a wreck, and it makes no sense. They're picking up her car. I'm not exactly sure when, but it's parked out front, so it's easy to load. Taking it to Spokane to check it out and see if it's going to be totaled or not. Yeah, that's a hell of a walk I've been given, and it sucks. Thank you. I'm glad it helped. But if it doesn't need to be totaled, because the back quarter end is just squish, I think it's bent the frame and everything, so it probably will be totaled, even though the engine's just fine. It'll stay there. If it does need to be fixed, Progressive's gonna ship it back over here to Yakima. I'm like, why don't you do all this shit either one place or the other? I don't get it. But then again, I've only been in one wreck, and it was totaled. I mean, totaled. There was no option of, well, it looks okay and it's somewhat drivable. Yep, nope. So, oh, my stomach's not happy. But I flipped. I rolled. I tossed Dad's, his whole socket set ended up in a field, and he found most of them except the little tiny ones. And I love the fact that I found out later on that I know the kid. He married one of the gals in my dance class. It was his dad's field that I rolled over in. I was like, oh shit. They have now since paved that road. It doesn't just end and go to gravel. So that was, yeah. No police record though for that. And then my insurance probably dropped me. So the folks had to find new insurance for me. That's been my excitement. I mean, I've got to motivate myself to clean off the dining room table. I still got to vacuum today, but my motivation, other than just keeping my mind busy, is gone. It's just like I sit there and wait, and anytime a call comes in from Issaquah, I see it here, I'm immediately running frantically through the house trying to find my phone so that I can answer it. And No, just too much almost. But I mean, Ding Dong Me said, let's get this done as fast as we can. I don't think my brain thought, you got to process this for a while, instead of just telling the doctor lady when she said there's more masses in the right side. She says, well, we're just going to take that off instead of having to poke and prod you again. Without even thinking, I went, yeah. Later on, I was like, what the fuck? So I got to tell the boys this weekend. But find out. And then I have another virtual visit the 12th of December. So I'm pretty sure this shit ain't happening until after the 1st of the year. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. I only did 4, but I landed upside down. You have to roll your window. What your brain tells you. You have to tell your brain go opposite when you're sitting on the roof in the car upside down. So, damn. Oh, yeah. From what I read, the one review of my plastic surgeon, she doesn't have a whole lot of bedside manner, but if she does a good job, I don't care. They come out looking like they used to look, I'd be tickled pink, but we'll find out what I get. If I get add-ons or move-ups, one or the other. So I got plenty of fat and skin to move up. That'd be great. But I can just see me now sitting there flipping through a catalog at the doctor's office going, well, those pair look pretty good. Yeah, I like that shape, No, don't want the teardrop. Thank you. I want them a little bit higher, So we'll find out what happens. It's going fast, but it's, if I had my way, I would have had a surgery date by today, but I don't. And then part of my brain is like, why are you in a hurry to be in so much pain? Because I know I'm going to have drains, and I'm not looking forward to those. Those are gross. He had to have drains after his surgery, and I had to sit there and, yeah. Yeah. I hope so, because one of my classmates, she got faulties, and I gave her a hug, and they felt like rocks. I was like, oh, but boy, will he ever. Boy, will he ever. Yeah. Yeah, Joe or Jose or whatever. I haven't seen him in a while. So, it's like I was telling daughter, because I'm keeping her informed for everything because, she's especially happy that I caught this really early. I said, if it all goes right, I could have a fresh new set just in time for summer. So, yeah. Hey, Brazzy. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, thank you, Kristen. It's just waiting and keeping busy. But I gotta polish those in a few days. I gotta polish another one tonight and get it shipped off, and it came out pretty good. It's going to someplace in the Midwest. So, oh yeah, yeah. For some reason, when I see that name, either Joe or Jose, anybody remember Joe Cartoon? There was the website Joe Cartoon, and they had like interactive videos. There was I think the Frog in the Blender. the gerbil in the microwave. Mm, yeah. Oh, I think if I do a flap procedure, they take my skin, my fat, and my blood vessels right from my lower belly, which is great. I got plenty enough. Um, so that's what I've been watching on YouTube, and the doctor does uh with the flap procedure, and of course, being from Seattle, she does a lot of other procedures. I don't know, but I'm I already know that I'm a girl. I don't need any affirming care. So yeah, but if she gets the job done, who cares? Um, um Cracked me up because Doctor Who, my oncologist, I'm not sure. She's some type of Asian. I'm not sure what. Uh, so when I got my surgeon, her name's Dr. Lee. She wasn't what I thought she was when she comes walking into the room. She was an older white lady. I was like, oh, okay. And because on the west side, there's a whole lot of Asians on the west side, whereas here we have farm workers. And so I was like, okay, cool. I don't give a shit. Yeah, but so I just expected my breast surgeon to also be Asian. And she walked in, a blonde-headed woman. I was like, oh, okay, all right, that's fine. Just not what I was expecting. So yeah, I gotta be off here in about 10 minutes. Tubby's gonna call, and then I gotta get this put back together and that put up. But tomorrow on my ride into town, I'll tell you guys what the heart doctor said. And it's either I'm thinking more medication. I really don't want more medication. I'm gonna encourage an ablation because heart's strong. It's just the fact that they doesn't beat. The electrical signal just has been all discombobulated. And these last few days of uh, this solar issue, it hasn't been fun either. So, oh yeah, and the stone flies. That's who I picture is that redneck with the stone flies. Whenever I see Joe come across, that's what my brain pictures. I mean, see if I can find him. I know I can't do anything with it, but I can't show it other than oh my god, I'll have to come back to this one. I don't think I can play it. But hello, where are we at? Where's there we go. I'll pause it because yeah, I can't play it. But hopefully it won't start playing. This is who I think of. I had a That's what my brain pictures when Joe or Jose show up here in the chat. That's what my brain pictures. Size 4 pencil fingers? Oh, it took me a second. I'm like going, what? Jeez. These are like this is close to a size 10. It sits there and swirls around. But yeah, this is what I picture Joe or Jose to look like. Hey, Don, how are you? So, but yeah, I just love arthritis. My knuckles are bigger than the rest of my fingers. Isn't it fun? The other day I was in the shower and this fell right off. Just depends also on how much water retention I get. So my two other ring fingers are in the drawer because if I go to wash my face in the shower or whatnot and I forget to put them back on, yeah, I've usually gouged my nose or part of my eye, and I'm not very as one put it, coordinated. I don't think things through. It's just like, oh yeah, I have made my nose bleed more than I care to by that one with the little sunflower hair catching it right on the corner. And it's just like, but you guys got anything exciting going on? Uh-huh. I used to have a really pretty size 3 um ruby, a nice dark ruby, and it was a natural ruby, it wasn't created, and a couple of diamonds, and I'm pretty sure, though my son never fessed up to it, he took it to school for show and tell. So, yeah, it was really pretty, and I couldn't wear it now anyway. It wouldn't even make the top of my piggy. Um, but got a mother's ring that has my birthstone, and both the boys, and they won't go past these arthritic knuckles anymore. Even my first wedding set doesn't go past my arthritic knuckles. You get all these older ladies who've worn it. I had one gal in the nursing home. She had her wedding ring that originally had 3 diamonds on the top, and it had been so worn, the diamonds were gone, and you could barely see where the setting was for the diamonds. I was like, wow. I mean, it still fit her. Mine is in a drawer somewhere. Both sets. The one I got when we got married, and the one I got here about 10 years ago from Ireland, that doesn't fit now either because of my knuckles. So, yeah, it does. Especially being a nurse. That's too funny. Hey, Sophia, how are you? It is so much easier just to remember your actual name than pronouncing that. It's, yeah. But yeah, that does sound like about the 9 o'clock TV slot. That would work, Mhm. About the same time they would put on MASH. But I just thought I'd pop in on here. I gotta skedaddle here in a second. Let everybody talk to each other, say hi. Get a break from their day. I gotta go back to now. I have to get all this wrapped up. Before it was like, yeah, I'll get to it later. Go play with my pyramids out in the kitchen. And now I have to get this, and then I have to figure this out. How I get to, because I got to do my chart to get to the Zoom, and hopefully I get it all right. Somehow last time I denied use of my microphone. I'm like, okay. I make my oldest come in if I have computer issues, as I remind him. Yeah, my generation created a lot of this. Doesn't mean we can use it. So you fix this for me because I taught you how to eat with a fork and spoon. And he'll usually come do it and then laugh at me while I do it. So, oh, what a little bit of info I got today. Figures I use that word. InfoWars is being bought, and if it goes through, by The Onion. So, hey, Ben, just in time. I'm going to be leaving here in a second. So I got to get ready for a virtual visit with my cardiologist. But yeah, what was it? The Onion wasn't the highest bidder. So it may not go through because they may say, okay, there were higher bidders. This money is supposed to go to the families, but we'll see. But he's already opened up another website and running full time on Rumble. So it can't stop him. But the fact that the irony that the Onion is buying InfoWars. So that's the equipment. That's, I think, the website, band video, I think all of that. So we'll see what happens. But I sent that to my oldest today. He goes, I heard that already. And I'm like, of all things, to want to buy. Oh, well. Oh, what's the Onion? The Onion is a, yeah. Yeah, it was there. He owes about $1 billion. The Onion is a satirical website. I think it started in Seattle. Kind of like the Babylon Bee. So, yeah. Yeah, that was a tragedy. There's only one thing a couple of things that bothered me with some of these shootings. They immediately usually bulldoze the school. I'm like, why? Is there a need to bulldoze the school? Columbine's still up. But yeah. Oh God, they are funny. That vaguely sounds familiar, but like I said, I don't watch a lot of TV. I may see it as I scroll by Netflix or Hulu or I wonder if they got the filming for the Murders in the Building done, because evidently Eva Longoria was in it, and evidently I just heard she's leaving the country. So, okay, guys, it's about 1 o'clock. I need to skedaddle. But I love you guys all, and probably closer to noon Eastern Pacific time, I'll be in my car heading to get groceries, and I'll fill you guys in so I can get this done. So I'll send you my. Actually, I like tuna casserole. I like tuna helper. I'm one of those weirdos. So, all right, guys. I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. I love you all. To the classic ending. All my love, Miss Dragon. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in my car driving to town. Hopefully there's some sunshine.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.